What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Impel Forward Podcast. I'm your host, Leon, and that is my host, Renee. What's going on, Renee?
Nothing. Full work week. It's been busy. I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. Got about 6 more meetings tomorrow. Then, it's up from there.
It's up. What you got planned? I know you got something crazy planned for the weekend.
Nothing too crazy. I think my neighbors were going to have a little cookout Saturday in
Okay.
the evening, get together. We normally do that when the weather gets nice. We all get together and, catch up, chill, have a couple drinks, do
Okay.
what normal people do in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Look, I see you got that hoodie on. Tell the people, is it comfy or what? Just let
You
me
had
know.
to bring it up. You had to bring it up. It is. It's really good quality. Like it's when I felt it, I was like, okay, this is really good. I told you that when I came and picked it up, and I purchased it. Good people.
Yeah.
I was like, this is really a good quality, and it really is. Now that I have it on, it's compatible. Matter of
Mhm.
fact, it's comparable to Essentials,
Yeah. Let's
and
go.
I can say that because Essentials is owned by black, it's black owned.
Right.
Impel is black owned. Y'all both black men. So
Mhm.
yeah, it is. And I have Essentials. I have a lot of pieces from Essentials, so I can tell that.
Yeah, I've been doing my little research on Essentials. I haven't done any lately, just how I got started.
Mhm.
I can't remember. I had to go back and look at
Yeah.
some things. But he went through a little bit to get everything started. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's a lot. It takes a lot.
It does
Yeah,
take a lot. I believe it. But you know what? Here we are, and here's this great quality sweatshirt.
yeah,
You need to get some more. But I like this color, like this neutral color wave. But
yeah,
you need
yeah,
some more. I can't even find my favorite hat. I love that hat.
yeah,
And I don't know where my Impel forward hat is, but I'm gonna find it.
yeah. Yeah. I have some more in by the time it start getting cold again. So
Hmm.
getting
I see it. It's made its way all the way to the West Coast. I saw that.
oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt,
Hmm.
no doubt.
Oh, we have our special guest that
So we
has a
about to bring our guest on. Y'all been hearing me and Renee talk. We about to bring our guest on, Mika Washington. About to
yeah.
bring her on stage. Y'all welcome Mika Washington. We can here. I'll clap y'all hands a little bit. Oh, let's bring her on. Let's bring her on. What's going on with you, Miss Mika?
How are you? I'm fine. Sorry for my lateness. I
Oh,
had
you
to
good?
You good?
download an app, update payment information. You know how Apple is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
We just
Well,
running anyway.
I want to first do an introduction and kind of tell the people how I was able to find you. So I'm in this Facebook Discord. Is I think it's called like you from Durham or something. I'm not even from Durham, but I just joined it because I thought it was funny.
Same.
Um, and they post different. You have your people who post things, and then you have people who post things of substance, right? And they bring up different topics around the community. And one of the topics was the violence within the community and what can we do. Also, how can we support people that are in need of assistance and gentrification and all of those things all in one, right? And what I do I would call myself a guest hunter, right? So I look for guests to be on our show that of substance and who can provide some sort of resource. I was filtering through the comments, and I found Miss Mika. She responded, and she posted that she's, boots on the ground in the community. She's been in Durham for, a while. She's not originally from here. And she kind of wrote a paragraph that just said, watch and see, but I'm here. And there's plenty of resources available for people. They just don't know it. So that sparked my attention, right? So then, I'm waiting for her to respond again. And everybody's like, tell me more, tell me more. And she's like, it's coming, it's coming. So I immediately, being the guest hunter that I am,
Hmm.
I hit her in her inbox. I was like, hey, tell me a little bit more. And then I explained to her how we have, I'm a co-host on a podcast. And this is, one of our things that we love to do, which is provide resources to our people in our community. And asked would she like to be a guest on the podcast and talk about what she's doing. And she immediately responded. she's typing fast, and I'm trying to type a full paragraph. Miss Mika was like, "You're not typing fast enough. I'm gonna call you." So she called me on Facebook and was like, "Listen, yes, I can do this, but let me tell you a little bit more about me." So that's kind of how we came to me finding Miss Mika Washington. Here is me kind of like stalking and finding people that I probably wouldn't have met, and I'll be truly honest, probably would not have met you in a normal day-to-day life, right? So I think it's great. Mika, go ahead and tell the people about you and how fabulous that you are, and what you told me when we had a conversation.
Well, thank you. I mean, I guess I'm just going just pick up the ball where you left it. I'm gonna pick up the rock where you left off at. So our conversation was that so I'm originally from Baltimore, so I'm 32. So I was in Baltimore for 26 years. I came from with Department of Homeland Security down here when they had an opening at North Carolina in Durham. So I've been out here for about 4 or 5 years, but then after COVID hit, I went on ahead and furloughed out of that because my parents and my niece, and if I got to go back and forth, I don't want to infect them because my job is dealing with like screening like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So I was like, no, we're not having that. So I furloughed out of that. And then actually during that time is when I realized, like, wait a minute, you actually can start doing some things. Like I had neighbors, during COVID that, was shut in, needed stuff done. That's when I started running across mutual aid folks, started running across all types of people. And then I'm noticing, like, I'm talking to people and it's like, oh, I've never heard of that. Or like two people in our own squad we run with are not even familiar that the other person does mutual aid. I'm like, wow, okay, so maybe this might be something for me. So of course I tried to be like a social worker, but you had to have like a whole bachelor's degree and all types of stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not with it. So, fast forward. I ran into like, I guess I want to say an associate that was like, we have meetings. We're gonna start having meetings every first Saturday of the month for people in East Durham. And when I got here, because Raleigh was way too high, I settled in East Durham. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too proud to lie. Raleigh was too high. I was like New York prices, DC prices. I said, So I settled in Durham where I know I could afford. And it was East Durham on Raynor Street. 5-6 years there. So they was like, come on down to the meeting, and I'm like, okay, well, being from the North, people generally talk. We would just keep it moving. So I'm like, let's see what a conversation actually might do, So if anything, I'm just there for the conversation because, of course, I feel like I'm not from Durham. So what am I really going to do? But then I, kind of a little bothered by the whole like how they expecting people in East Durham to come up with $1,200 worth of rent because IBM and Apple and all them people was coming here and stuff. So that was a little upset about because like it happened to me. Like I was on Raynor Street, I was paying, I think I started off paying $7.49, went up to $8.50. Next thing you know, 2-3 years later, because everything that's going on, all the developers out of town coming in now, they like, oh, we want $12.50, and we can't by law come up on your lease like that and stuff like that. So I had to urban move. So I ended up relocating just, I guess, a little bit past last June, up here at 15, off of 15501, nice little apartment complex up here, whatever. But I'm still ultimately still in East Durham, and our program is going to, our thing is going to be in East Durham. So I started going to the meetings every second Saturday, just listening, just seeing what was going on. And then me, I can't I can't hear somebody like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing my light bill. Oh, you don't know what you're going to do with your light bill? Okay, we're going to put this LEAP application in. You're going to holler at me tomorrow. We're going to put this LEAP application in this low income energy assistance program. So, the people started listening and noticing me like, okay, shorty, she moving. What should we trying to see how she moving like? So, of course, one of the ladies was like, okay, well, we're going to, once we do all the research from this, we're going to off stem into, the next design. Because, people always like, well, you come to the hood, you ask us our opinions, but you don't do anything. And it's like, oh, hold on. I just need you to hold tight because we coming. So after every Saturday of the month, all the research, all the interviews, like we was out on the ground. Like I'm out here interviewing people scared. Like, you want us out here talking to these people? But the people showed mad love and it was respect always. So we made it through. And we got all these people opinions, and we put everything together and realized that in East Durham, the situation was housing. And of course, it was no youth enrichment. So with the youth enrichment, that's where all these young crimes and all this is coming from, because the youth don't have nowhere to go. It's nothing for them here. After school costs, then with Durham Public Schools going traditional, after school is essentially about to be obsolete. So she said, well, I want you to be a navigator, a resource navigator. I want you to bring what you know, because I done been through an eviction. I done got myself out of it. I didn't help neighbors. People that know me ask about me. I do what I get it in.
So
So
let
as
me
a
ask you a
teacher,
question.
like,
So is this with the city of Durham, or who are you working with?
it's gonna end up coming through the East Durham Community Design Project.
Okay.
So it's maybe the city of Durham or county. Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the community resource navigator, and it's gonna be my teammate, Mr. Poet. He's gonna deal with the youth enrichment side, and then I also do childcare. So me and him can intercept into with each other. And then I'm also looking into. I'm actually getting ready to start a community health worker class at Durham Tech, because I feel like a community health worker network will open up more resources and avenues and revenues for me to be able to navigate people. Plus, I feel like housing and healthcare goes together. Like, without health, we're nothing essentially. So I'm gonna get back to
So what does a community navigator look like? What would be your duties?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I told my boss, I told her, I said, I don't want to deal with the politics. I don't. I'm sorry, that's not me. I'm a real individual. We're not doing that. So realistically, how it's gonna go is I'm hoping to start getting out here and like start getting tables at like food banks, food pantries, food giveaways, churches, whoever have me. I'm gonna come out there with my little laptop, my little pen and pad, and I'm gonna see what I can do based on what you may need. Because it'd be a lot of situations. It could be like a mom who's like, oh well, all my rent, all my work money gotta go for childcare. Oh, I got you. You can drop your baby off right here, and then we're gonna work on getting the next step of getting you into the vouchers, or see if we might have somebody that might can help, or seeing what allies I might got out here that might be at a daycare that might be willing to work it out for me. You know what I mean? And that's something. Or like, you might have somebody who's like, oh, well, I'm like $50 short on my rent based on eviction. Okay, we may or may not have an emergency fund, or somebody we might be able to put the $50 to you. You know what I mean? Or it's like places out here is like every second Wednesday is the place you can go that I can navigate you through. It's places like 5 times out of a year. It's Catholic charities, it's Salvation Army, it's Department of Social Service, but knowing how to maneuver, knowing that the phone open up at 7:30. So at 7:29, you need to have your phone in your hand calling at 7:30, and then you need to be prepared to sit on hold. But hopefully I can do it with somebody down there. Like, hey, when I got somebody that's coming to me, can we skip all that? Because that's crazy. And then I only have like 5 or 10 appointments. And then also in the back of my mind is like, okay, that's like a band-aid. That's not really what it is. So supposedly, it's supposed to be like city hall meetings and stuff. You can go to these people and talk to them and stuff like that.
Where did you get the heart to, or I guess, the mind to want to be involved in helping people at this level?
Oh, honestly, I can say it's just always been me. Then it's always, my mom is actually like a community that like probably get ready to run for mayor in Baltimore, like Emerson Village Association president, helping her, seeing that, and then always, I don't know. I see I'm a different type of individual, so it's like I can't explain it. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. I want to say my background's my belief, my raising, being from the North. Always, in the North, hustle, money is the motivation. Like, I'm 32, I got my own car, I got my own apartment, I do what I'm supposed to do for myself. You know what I mean? So if I can help maneuver, if I know something somebody else don't know, and then I help that person, then that person can help that person. Like, I feel like realistically, that's the ideology we supposed to be.
So did some of your past struggles or did you have any past struggles that made you
Of
want to do this?
course. Come on now. Come on.
But let's talk about
Everybody.
that. Let's talk about that.
Everybody, when they take that shield off at night, got them warrior wounds that they done made through. You know what I mean? So of course, because that's what my boss. Because of course she knows me, but other people don't know me. So when it comes time to introduce me to people, she's like, don't downplay your struggles. Like the fact that you didn't maneuver yourself out of this and maneuver others and all of this, that's what I need from you. So don't like shy away from that. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget, like, that's what made you is ultimately what I'm seeking from you. So I'm like, cool. So that gives me the comfortability to move the way I need to move so I can do what I need to do to help people if I can. That's what I can do is shoot my shot.
So let me ask you this. We kind of talked a little bit about you helping people fill out applications so that they can get some of the resources that they may not have known existed. Let's talk a little bit about that and you helping people. I know you said you and your peer poet, you guys also help, people, domestic violence victims as well. You do what you can with some of the resources that you know about. So let's kind of touch on those things. I know it's two separate topics, but I think people would really like to know that you are available to assist if they need, assistance with filling out applications. Because it's a lot of people who don't, that have,
you know me, I'm going in. Even if I gotta come get you in my car and we go to this place Wednesday morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock with a coffee and a donut in my hand. Let's get it, baby. We gotta go. Feel me? So it's and then it's sad sometimes, but it's like, as old people say, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know what I mean? And knowing how to maneuver and what to say to these people and how to get what you need to get done and what to show and prove and the footwork and the emails and the scanning and the documents and all this. Like, come on, how Miss Shirley gonna scan in some documents?
Right.
So in that process of helping victims of domestic violence, I know it can probably get a little emotional. Does it become personal to you?
Of course. But when you so wise woman told me when you become emotionally intelligent yourself, you learn to take your emotions out of it, deal with this. And then now what you do when you come back to the emotions, that's the blur. That's what I ain't figured out yet.
What you mean? Tell me more. What you
then
mean?
I work with kids, so I'm able to deal with that social, emotional response and restore to just all, so I'm able to get out of myself for this. I'm able to step out of self for that. So, and that just comes through just, I don't know, I guess, what is that master? I don't know.
Well, what you mean the blur?
Like, it's like, okay, so yeah, right now, I'm not seeing that it's this lady that, is escaping some crazy guy trying to kill her, and she got kids right here and the kids looking up at her and she going through things. Then I got my head on the swivel for both of us because he honestly can come hurt both of us. So I need to be able to protect all of us right now. So I don't have time for I can't do that because your emotions are gonna have you weak and not on point, and you gonna hurt yourself with somebody. So right now, when I'm on the game board, I'm on the game board. It's game time. This is what we doing. Now, once I get off the game and I get home, it is what it is. You just fight for the day to tomorrow. Look, one day done, get ready for the next day.
So how's from day to day? Tell me the beginning of your day. How does your day start with doing all this? It sounds like you're doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm constantly spinning. I'm gonna say I'm spinning because I got a dog. I mean, as you can hear and see all over. So he's up at like what 6:37, 7:30. Then I work security so I gotta be there. So I do security in the morning, and then my security job, I don't really do much. And he's like, as long as you ain't caught sleep, I don't care what you do. So we like parking lot security, so I'm able to move around. We just scan and we, I get to walk and get my activity up and stuff like that. And essentially, I'm just chilling in the parking lot. So that gives me time if I need to tap in with this person, email this person, or do this or do that. Then I'm not that far from my house, and my boss is understandable. He know you in your car. You're a female. You might move a shake back and forth from your house. just don't leave the site that much. I'm blessed like that. And then, I do my split shifts. So I'll finish at my top in the morning at the security job, come home, get the dog out, take a shower, hit the ground running. Now I'm throwing them clothes off, putting on group leader, Miss Mika, where we turn out with my squad. Hey, we get it. You feel me? Everything I leave, none of this goes to my kids. I don't play that. Like, do not disturb mode. Everybody that know me know from 1:30, 1:45 to 6, it's curtains. I can't, cause kid, that's daytime. Now after 6, I rip that off. I may or may not go back to my security job. Then I come home, switch into, the home life. I walk the dog, top whatever I need to tap in whoever I need to tap in, if I'm a prep food or whatever that, the normal thing. Take my shower, get my clothes out, and hit the ground running. Then on the weekends, I do other little stuff on the board, politicking here, doing this here. Then, like I said, I'm jumping into the community health worker thing because I feel like, all of that goes on. So, just out get it right now. So, yeah.
So do you have like people, how with this community, being a community resource navigator, will they, I know you're out meeting people at different, building relationships at different, you said food banks and I'm sure shelters and all of those things. Now, is that going to be a 24-hour? Because you did say from 1:30 to 6:45.
I heard my contract is 6 hours. I think she said from 9:30 or 9 to like 2 or something. But of course, I'm forever empathetic. Like if it's a cold red, like I need you right now to help this family right now, then I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna kick it. But hopefully, we won't, So it's gonna be little business hours, from this time to that time. If I gotta intake a client, try to schedule it during that time or whatever the situations may be. Or if I'm out on the street, try to get it in that time. But I'm pretty sure if it's like an event in the evening or something that I want to pull up on, like, I mean, money on is the motivation, but it's not everything. So I don't mind doing that off the clock or seeing if we can switch it from the morning to the evening. It is what it is. We just getting it done.
You said what?
Money on. It's the money.
Munions?
Money on soul. The money on.
At first I thought it was Funyun.
No,
We
the
old.
money on.
We old. We gotta get it together.
That's good. That's season. That's wisdom. That's passed
There
down to us youngins like that, so we can keep it moving.
So where do people? How do y'all find these people? Do they come to y'all? Y'all go looking for them? The people that need help.
So the idea is that I'm gonna come up with my resources that I guess I got for that week or that 2 weeks. And the program has the community navigators and different programs that's going to be out there in the community handing it off to people, or if they hear them needing a specific thing. You heard about Miss Mika? Oh, you need to go holler at her. She can help you. Or like I said, through like the food banks, the churches, stuff like this, politicking, word of mouth, like word file. Like, believe me, times is hard. Inflation not inflating. They didn't merge Durham and Chapel Hill together, but ain't paying Chapel Hill like Durham. So I'm pretty sure it's. And then I'm even like, I don't know, like I want to say like maybe networking. So I might know somebody that work at the Community Empowerment Fund that if she might be lacking on something, I can hand her a couple things, couple plays off my back. I got a friend at a mutual aid place. If she needs somebody, we got like a little serve save list. If I peep it on the list, and I might can tag the tie the two. She know me, I'll tie the two. She'll hit me, I'll pull right up on to tell her what she need, and we'll get it moving like that. So then Facebook, social media, like Miss Renee, like everybody know I'm here. My doors is open, like. Nah, and then mental health is everything. So it's like I can't see that person finna try to like react crazily over a bill that is a resource out here that can help them, or something that might can alleviate the stress on somebody, and they can put that energy somewhere else than right here, right now, that's not really doing nothing with their energy. So trying to like ease it.
So if I knew somebody that needed somewhere to stay or needed a job or some funding, How could you help in that aspect?
I'm the Pepsi got a career fair coming up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi got a career fair coming up. We on Craigslist. UNC Chapel Hill is hiring. DPS Community Ed is hiring. In my mind, I would like to, I guess, have an employment binder, a housing binder. Like, I even know where you can go and get your clothes washed for free. Like, we all over the place. Free cell phones. Like, we not struggling. It's stuff.
Oh, you know where you can get your
Yes.
clothes washed for free?
Yes. And they out color.
Okay.
That's amazing.
I'm real. I'm telling you, I'm the plug for real. I'm all over. I'm everywhere. I'm networking everywhere. No places that's housing. No places that's giving you meals every day. Oh my God! And Durham is like ain't no reason for nobody to be hungry. Transportation, we not hearing none of that. I'm pulling straight up, popping my trunk, dropping off groceries. You need it, holla at me. Like, it's nothing. We doing that. Like, we gotta do it. If we don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it for us.
So maybe I missed something in the beginning. So did you start doing this on your own, or you started working with this company? Because it sounds like you're doing a lot of it on your own, or you coming up with the plans and stuff on your own to get it really running.
Yeah, it sounds like you was already or knew about it.
Here. Like, I mean, like, I feel like that's messy to drop people names you didn't help, but it's like those who know me know. You
were doing this, and then they kind of found you and said, "Hey, we're creating this program, Mika. We want you involved because you have a lot of contacts."
And then I was there every Saturday of the month. And then every Saturday of the month, if it was somebody that was having issues at the meeting, we was pushing them that way. We was helping them that way. And then I really wasn't paying attention that people was watching me, because I'm like, this is just my element for real. Like, this is just me. Like, it's just who I am. Like, I've been like that my whole life. Come to find out, people, I guess, are always watching, and they like, oh yeah. Community resource navigator. She the plug.
She's
in real life. In real life.
Why did
we sign the contracts in about 2 weeks? So we about to get it started. We about to be out here. And of course, I'm gonna let y'all know that we gonna get Poet on. Poet, like, I want to wait until I sign my contract. I'm like, that's fine. But me, I'm finna hit the ground running. I'm not waiting for nothing. We done waited too long. The wait is over. I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm tired. Because then I really don't like that North stigma for her. I don't like it. It seemed like African Americans down here is not really getting what we need to get down here. And I'm not understanding. Our ancestors built this land on their backs. So how is other races coming down here eating and we still not eating? I don't like that. And see, in the North, we don't deal with that. We don't deal with races and So I'm.
So tell us a little bit more about how you grew up in the North. Like, what did you, some things?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us. Remember,
how did I grow up in the North? Let's see.
Remember, we talked
about get it started. I don't know. I had a mom.
You grew up with your mother and your father?
Yes, I had a mom. My mom was I want to say a homemaker, earth provider, nurturer. You gonna pay attention. You on point. She let me take off. Anything I wanted to do, she supported me. The only thing I had to do was finish it. So I had one of those mothers. She never kept me in a box, never in the lines. I always was out of the lines. And my dad was the same way. My dad was a trucker. I want to say my dad was a hood guy, but I don't really want to say he was a hood guy. I just want to say he was a real guy. Like, he was. He was a real guy. It was black and white. He took his family. That was what it was. And I got a younger brother. I got a niece. I always worked. I worked since I was 15. Got it out the mud always. Used to argue with my mother about fighting, about working. Used to I want to work. I want to close. No, you got to focus on school. Like, I got school. That's nothing. We moving on. We moving the money. Like, early we getting into this. Graduated high school early instead of going, I guess, the proper college course. I was like, which I feel like maybe I should have, because it's all I'm back in school now. So I guess education is more important than what we think, but I guess I chose to get it out the mud way. So I've just been moving, doing what I need to do to take care of myself. Been airport security, worked fast food, 15 to 18. I got tired of slaving. Went to security where I'm gonna work Work smart, not hard. I'm a chill. I'm be chilling.
Did you ever run into some trouble at all?
Never. Thank God, knock on wood. But see, I had older people that looked out for me because I'm that young person that's gonna pay attention and take heed. So I had clear rules, guidelines, and expectations. Like, you start driving, guess what? Your first license, your first ticket, your first point. I don't even care if you bought the car. I'm still taking the keys and you ain't driving. Like, I had parents like that, like accountability, mindfulness early. Like, no, we not. No, my parents ain't play that. My father taught me the game early, how to move, what not to do, what to do, stuff like that. So still here in my life, helping me coach through plays. So we keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
How much advice did you take from your father? A lot? Did you?
I feel like I didn't take as much as I should have.
Yeah,
If I would
actually,
have,
there's a reason I
I'd
asked
be
that.
worse than what I am now.
Right.
If I'd have listened to Jimmy since from the start.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters. I tell them the same thing. Like, you
Tell them, listen.
Right.
Did you play this back right now? You tell them, listen to daddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Yeah. So you feel like you would have been further along with.
Definitely. But and then you know him, he like, nah, you getting it now. You did it that. I like, nah, don't
Listen, daddy.
If you what would you want to be doing if you were at this age? Let's just say if you followed the traditional route, do you think you would be doing the same thing?
My aspiration was to be a lawyer, but I was going to be a public pretender, but actually be a public pretender to help people and have resources and networked and linked and did what they wouldn't do.
Yeah. So you still would have been kind of
fighting for people.
Yeah. You still would have been doing the same thing, representing people, helping people, providing them with resources.
Yeah, because you said you're working smart, not hard, but what you're doing is, I'm pretty sure, some hard work.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know what they say, when you enjoy it, it's nothing.
Right. Well, maybe it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot. You don't think it's a lot either?
Time management, communication, organizing. I got a big serial killer board. Like, I got all my little tags, my little pens, my little dates, because they like, how you keep up with this? Like, do you sleep? Like, and then when they finally come in and they look and they're like, then I'm worldwide. We not just getting money out of Durham. I know a program statewide. We getting money from that state too. Like, no.
How do you find it? Do you just kind of research? You do your Googles, or you're reaching out to community leaders or people in different states? Because
there you go. You got it. It's that's it, and that's why I like that. With Durham Public Schools going traditional, not having the money on for summer school this year, I'm not doing summer school. So now I get to put my time all summer into what I like to do, which is finding money, networking, resourcing. Because now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the time to do it. So this is blessing me with the time to do what I want to do. So I'm at peace and I'm better. And it's like my brain, one of them brains that work better with a lot going on. Like, I can't sit idle. I never could, never did. I always was quick.
So what about housing? Because I'm starting to see that we're having an issue with homeless, right? And then you hear on so many discords is that, well, there's not a lot of help, or there's no housing available, or there's issues. Is that true?
That's absolutely, positively 150 grand true. That's why I'm here, because we're gonna bust up some of that. Because it's like they start you from the root, from the beginning of the housing process. You struggle, because now they don't want 2 times rent. They want what? 3.
Mm-hmm.
They want your credit to be what?
750 or above, something like that. 700.
Then if you don't got the credit, then you need what? Co-signers and all of that. We don't want to help each other. You gonna mess my credit up? I ain't gonna be, So you got to deal with that. You got to deal with credit. You got to deal with them telling you, oh, well, we don't want just one security deposit. We want. Then I heard somebody said to get ready because they paid.
Wow.
So how do you? I'm trying to figure out, how do you, if someone that came to you didn't have anywhere to stay, where are you sending them to? How can you put them up somewhere?
Well, it depends on the circumstances that they are going through. So, of course, if it's domestic violence, it's quick. So, I know, thank God, I know somewhere that is able to swoop in and help a domestic violence person very quickly. Like, they're swooping in automatic. They're coming in straight like that. They was on the news. That's how I found them. They was on the news, and I just happened to shoot my shot. Like, hey, I just seen y'all open up a facility. What y'all really do for people? And they, showed and proved, and they stood on business. So they're definitely an ally. Then it's like, if it's somebody else, what is it? I just had, my neighbor just went to, I'm peeping the scene on that low key now. We just went to a place down here. So I'm like, tell me everything. I'm like, what are they doing about housing? He like, they're not doing nothing about housing. There's some place outside on the curb. I said, well, go to the police and see what they doing on the curb so I can see what.
But when you say domestic violence, my mind, I guess most people's mind would lean towards thinking it's a woman that's going through.
Men go through it too. Men go through it
too. Well, I'm thinking, domestic violence, I'm thinking of a woman most of the time.
Men go through it too. Women, look, what they say, you never underestimate the power of a woman scorned. Yeah. Oh, a woman scorned to have a man running for the hills.
Yeah, I guess so.
So when you're able to kind of either find housing for them or see if one of the programs has money available to maybe put them up in a room or something.
Or the mutual aid place might be able to stack them somewhere, or it's other little networks and stuff. It's ways to move and shake, believe me. Or I know, people, my family, I want to get on it because push come to shove. If I got to, I'll put it on my credit card and put somebody in a hotel. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm not just, we not, or you got sleeping bag right here in this living room, okay? Right here on this floor till we figure it out.
Now, do they, so if it didn't go that far where you had to stay with you, would they have to pay like a smaller fee or something they can afford, or would it be free?
She says she would help them out or find them some resources. She would help them out personally.
And then it's places that help with first and last month's rent. It's stuff out here. You
got to have patience and know it's going. The first no doesn't mean a forever no.
Facts.
Well, I'm glad I met you tonight, because I got some people I want to talk to you. Want to talk to you. So
hit me, put me, let me know.
Yeah.
So all I can say. I
mean. Well, I think the community needs someone that is not only going to have the knowledge and the resources, but also the patience. Because sometimes when you're in those situations, you want things right now, and it doesn't happen that quickly. Like you said, you offer services. If you're hungry, you're going to make sure they get fed. You don't care if you're pulling up to the food bank yourself and loading.
Or if I got open up my refrigerator and pack up some leftovers, baby, we pulling up. Like,
what's up?
That's amazing. People need you. You care. Now, as being a community resource navigator, will you work with like the county as far as helping people with applications for, for food stamps? And
guess what I found out today?
What?
It's a place that do that. And I'm going to tap in with them. So now I ain't got to do it. I can pass it to them. It's called the North Carolina Justice Department. They have community navigators that help people fill out food stamp applications and Medicaid applications. But what I am going to do is test them out first. Because you got to know what you're doing to get what you need to get. So it's pointless if you're helping these people and you're not doing what you need to do to move it around and get it. You know what I mean?
You have a lot of passion. You got mad about that.
I did, because you can't just, if you're going to do it.
Right.
And if you know what it is, do what you need to do to help people.
And have passion while doing it. You see? At least when you go to Miss Mika, she going to get your application right. If not, she going to call them on your behalf.
I do the recons too. Walk you through the recons too. I don't just leave you hanging. I'm helping. when the recon paper come, call me. We gonna get you through that too.
Recon paper, what is that?
We can tell he don't get government assistance.
No, they like
Tell the people, because I didn't know myself. So
a
explain that.
recon is, which I'm not even. Me and my mother, we hash this out. We debate about this all the time. So if somebody come to you for food stamps, that mean they hungry, right? That mean they don't have no way to feed themselves, right? Every 6 months, you got to recon to them that you still hungry. But during COVID, they didn't do that though. COVID, they let it run. I don't even remember seeing a recon paper during COVID. Letting people stuff go. Why y'all just ain't leave it like that? Every 6 months, you making Miss Shirley come down here with her walk, telling you she's still hungry. Like,
I did have to go through that when I first came home from prison. I went through that.
Oh, that's real.
I tried to get I tried my best to get off of it because I didn't want to keep doing that. What you talking about? I ain't know what's called recon. I ain't know what it was called.
Yeah.
You want me to fight these people, tell them what I'm doing? And I'm like, man,
that I'm still hungry 6 months later. Like,
yeah. I mean, I had somewhere to stay.
You never know. You know, Miss Shirley could have won the lottery.
No, Miss Shirley, no, we ain't gonna talk about the lotto. You know, I'm from the north. They like, go down to the south, play the lotto. You win, man. I've been playing North Carolina lottery for like 4 years. I ain't won nothing.
So why did you come down here from Baltimore?
Because I felt like, I don't know, it's a terrible thing to say. But it's like, screw it, I'm gonna say it. I felt like I didn't outgrew it. Like, my wings, like, you know, once the butterfly wings get all the way, they ready to take off. It's like I can't take off. Like, I'm steady in the web. Like, I done conquered every part of the city. Like, there's nowhere else to go. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. Then it's getting worse. They robbing people with babies in their hands, like whole babies, like premature babies. I'm like, no, the mother ain't even all the way out the hospital yet, and they clock up. So I'm like, no. Then I feel like it was the personal growth. Then it felt like I got family. I had family in like Richmond, Virginia. I came down here on summers, and it was the best time. Like, it just I felt more of a South my whole life. And even my parents would say, like, the way Mika is, like, that the North, she, like, you know, most Northerners ain't gonna talk to you this much. They're not gonna be this real with you. Like, you're not gonna get this from a North person. Like, they wasn't gonna sit here and make the time for you. It wasn't gonna go that way. You know what I mean? So I'm actually I guess a sensitive individual. So it's like the North never really. It's like, yeah, I'm born there, but I'm not from there, if that makes sense. Then it's like I done did everything. Like, I done conquered every part of the city. I'm F-band with the government at 26. Like, I done ate this city. It's time to move on. Then I felt like when I come to the South, maybe it's some traditions and customs here that maybe I can take back home, and maybe I can help them. So I'm constantly, whatever I learned down here, I tell my mom, like, Mom, you know what I got down here? Like, what? Now that's something you know, that might can bring something to enrich my city. Put back what, you know, may have been taken.
That was my next question.
And then job work. A lot of when he threw the temper tantrum, day President Trump, when he threw the temper tantrum and shut down the government, a whole lot of open positions at RDU. Then RDU expanded. They added them extra lanes on tier 2. So they needed more people down here at the airport. So, and the government treats you good moving. So I just shoot my shot and came on down here. Been down here, walk, you know, tiptoeing around, peeping around, you know, see what's going on. Doing my little thing down here for about 5-6 years now. So
yeah, because that's my next question. I was gonna ask you why didn't you stay to help around there like you're doing down here? But I guess you answered.
It's different. It's a different energy. It's a different mind state. Then I feel like ignorance. I didn't know what I knew then, now, and what I'm still learning, and what I'm still, because I'm not done yet. I'm not at that. Right. I'm not at that full circle. I'm not feeling that completeness yet. So I'm not even to even start there yet. And then, like I said, most of the old heads in Baltimore, like I said, my mother probably get ready to run for mayor. Like.
Down here, we need
we need you down here. You know, I love having people that helps people, especially our people. That's always amazing because, you know, you don't never want to see them go. You don't never want to see us go without.
All right.
Their people don't, so why do ours do?
Right. Exactly. 100%. And that was one of the things I explained to Leon. I'm like, yo, I met someone, and I even told you, I said, what did I say? We want you to be your true, authentic self.
And I'm here, messy bun, end of the day, straight from class. Honey.
So
I'm not one of them. I'm not finna do all that makeup. This is. I'm not. This is me. This is my note, pen and paper, notepad ready. I'm like, this is it.
and what class you taking again?
Community health worker course at Durham Tech.
So how long is that?
96 hours.
Oh.
That's all you need is 96 hours?
Why you said it? That's not a lie.
Oh, I'm just asking. I don't know.
I mean, somebody who may be
Tuesday
interested.
and Wednesday, 6.5 hours a week for somebody that came out of high school in 2009.
So is it a certification program, and then do they help you find a job, or is this a part of your resource, being a community resource navigator? You'll kind of have that under your belt as well.
Both. It's through a comrade at the Bull City Strong was like, me. They having a community health worker course, and they give you a stipend, and they pay for the Durham Tech course that certify you, and they help you with job, and then you can network and grants, and then we both like-minded. Is like, I mean, you can't have housing without health, like health time to all of that, and it's not that many of our color community health workers that's actually out here getting it and bringing it back. So I was like, okay, and then I'm preparing for the inevitable, because you know they say childcare might not be around no more. So I still gotta eat, because I know I need 2 incomes. So,
so can anybody take this course, this program? What do they
I'm
have?
not sure. Look up Bull City Strong.
Bull City Strong.
Yes.
Well, a lot of the things that you're looking up and doing to help people, do you use it for yourself?
Yes and no. I feel like some of the stuff with the housing, I didn't been through. I didn't circle that, so I can personally tell you exactly what to do to move. Then some of the stuff I'll find and I'll just shoot out. I don't have no washing machine and dryer, so yes, I do go get my clothes, go get that help. Yes, I do. I'll be right there with my laundry card too. Like, I ain't too proud to beg. Times is hard. I'm right there with my EBT card too.
Well, there you go. So you know that these programs work. Who would have thought? I need to get my have my clothes washed, because Lord knows.
Gotta get it.
I forgot.
So let me ask you this: how, if people want to get in touch with Miss Mika and pick her brain and, you know, ask her questions and possibly resources, because, you know, a lot of times people, you know, they are more comfortable having, you know, one-on-one conversations. And I know you're not going to type and correspond with you too much. You're going to pick up the phone and call somebody.
Or pull up.
Or you're going to pull up.
Well, I'm going to tell you to pull up, because that's why I said we get ready. That's why I just, you know, sorry for the wait. We coming, though.
Where they pulling up to?
We looking for a space. We're looking for a space. I think we got one. She said she'll let me know.
But you'll pull up, or y'all can meet, or whatever.
Pull up, Zoom, wherever you want to meet. You want to meet in the park. You want to meet at the bus station. You want to pull up at my house? Yeah, come on. Come on. Like, we here. Like, we doing that. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm not going to lie. I have been procrastinating. It's been on my mind for like 3 days to come up with a work email for this. And so eventually I'm going to come up with like a whole like little work email. It's supposed to be the East Durham Community Design Project. And ain't nobody saying all that. So I was going to do like EDCP the plug at Gmail. Then we supposed to be getting, I don't know if we get work phones or not. So I don't know if I'm going to come up with a Google number, if it's going to be an office line on how exactly we're going to play into it. But you see, I'm reactive on social media. Real people that know me know how to get to me. So.
And if they don't have a phone, you can help them get a phone.
Yeah, come on, that's light work. That's light work. That's easy work.
I love seeing you in your space in your office. I can just like you said, have your whole board. I
I
can
don't know.
just
I'm scared because I'm real vicious. I'm
yeah
vicious. I know I'm vicious. I know I'm not going to stop till I get what I want. I
yeah.
know I'm from the
You running
north, and I know me and one of my activist friends, we was talking the other night, and she was like, "Meek, your north accent is out here." I said, "Cause you caught me right now." So
And
it's
you
like
serious.
trying to make sure, you stay somewhat still, you still got to stay professional. You still got to move a certain way. So definitely still trying to make sure I keep the professionalism part. But she know I done already told her I'm not no white collar. I'm not coming to work in no blouse or none of that. I'm coming in leggings and t-shirts and a hoodie, and that's the type of girl that I am. I mean, I will put on. Don't play though. I will if I got a dress on. We gonna get it pop and we good. But other than that, no, I just want to be chilled in my element, relaxed, and do what I want, do what I need to do to help people the way I know how to do it. And I'm blessed that I got somebody that's supporting me. She see it. She know what it is. She ready. I'm ready. My teammate, I love that he's mindful. He has 10 years in the community. Again, he's a mindful man. He's my age. We're actually the same age.
Mm.
I was okay.
how
And
did y'all get together? How did you meet him?
he ended up going to the Eastern Community Design meetings too. And then
Oh,
I've already known a little bit about him in the hood because you know me, I'm not gonna run around with somebody I'm not gonna do too much research on. So I've already had my ear around, looked around a little bit. He already done stood on business. He got his own little thing going on for the youth. I told him tap me in. I might be able to, help him elevate a little bit. So I'm waiting for that, waiting for him to whatever. So it is what it is. So I'm just ready. I'm ready to get in here and see what I might can do. So it's a whole lot of resources here. People saying that I'm not going to say they are still as much as COVID. Because COVID was a lot of resources. But it's still there. It's just a little bit harder to find, if that makes sense. And a little bit more limited. And see, I want to work on that aspect too, because I don't like the fact that it's like somebody rent might be like $1,000 and this church might give out $250. This church might give out $250. Then you gotta find this other place. Then landlords getting gangster now too. They want it all at once. I said, no, y'all didn't. Oh, and if you miss half of 1 month, they want the next month. I said, oh, y'all playing with people. Y'all trying to have people in the tent.
So with all this help and you helping people and giving people information, do you find that people don't try as hard to go out and find work on their own, or
Not really the people I know, they take it and get it. Like they
okay.
take it and get it. They pass it on to their kids, their cousins, their homies. I had somebody call me, Herb, this so you help my man out. What can you do for me? I need this. Let me see what I can do. Give me a couple, give me a little while. I'm gonna circle right back to you. You feel me? And tap right back in and see what it is.
What I'm talking about, sometimes people kind of lean on help too much.
Right. Do you find yourself being possibly a crutch to someone? Or would you acknowledge it and kind of have that conversation? Like, I've led you to water. I've even drank it with you. Now, take what I have, or, I brought you and do something with it. Or you kind of set that expectation in the beginning.
That's why I'm kind of like, I'm a navigator. That's it. I'm here shouting out the plays. I'm a coach. I'm shouting out the plays. You listening to the plays. You running the ball ultimately. And I'm just overseeing the field. I might can juke the ref for you. We might can have a ref on our team a little bit. I might give you a little bit of home team advantage. But at the same time, it's like we're a team. I'm just the coach shouting out plays. That's it. I'm just the defense coordinator. I'm not even the head owner of the coach. I ain't the owner of the NFL. I'm just the one. I'm the defense coordinator. I got an offense coordinator, and we got a coach we answer to. So
what you know about sports? You referencing sports a lot. You know about sports?
Because that's life ain't nothing to me. Life is that's how life is taught to me. Life is it's a game. It's gotta be ready for them audibles. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for them other home team opponents.
Talking
You gotta be
audible.
ready. You gotta be ready for the bias. You gotta be ready for the rhetoric. You gotta be ready for all that. Haters on your own team, your own mans ain't even for you. So you got a lot to worry about in this world, and you better keep your head on the swivel. So it's just how
You gotta learn the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Words to live by. There's that.
Yeah. So I don't know. So you got Facebook, Mika Washington on Facebook, right?
it.
Got
That's
anything
it.
else? That's it. Just Mika
Oh,
Washington.
she said she gonna create her email.
And I'm an ambassador to you as soon as I hit it, Miss Vanessa. Maybe y'all can like link it in here, something like that, as soon as I get that. Because like I said, contract ain't been signed yet. I'm
Tell
like,
Mr. Poet.
I'm
Tell Mr.
going
Poet
around shopping my team to the rest of the NFL, seeing who else might wanna draft me this team. I'm just trying to see what my picks are right now. I'm putting my picks out. That's all I'm doing. I'm just scouting the water, seeing what's out there, keep my head on the swivel, staying mindful every day. That's it.
Well, tell Mr. Poet we would love to have him when he's ready. We would love to hear what he's doing for the youth and the community. I think that's amazing because it's much needed.
Facts. Me too. Facts.
Mm-hmm. And both of you guys together, I'm sure you guys gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I can tell.
You know it.
So you make sure
I'm ready.
Stay on this live when I end it. You stay on because I want to talk to you about something or someone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Aunt Holland. I mean, what's up, Aunt Clarice? Shout out.
Hey, Miss Clarice, how you?
She's so sweet. Hi, Miss Clarice.
All right, that's it. Anything you have? Anything more, Renee?
I don't have anything more. Miss Mika kind of filled it out. Reach out to her, Miss Mika Washington. We've added the links. We'll continue to add the links if you want some resources and some knowledge within the community. I'm pretty sure she is just not within Durham. I'm pretty sure she sounds like she's the plug.
Yeah, so
like you know all the things.
So you help people everywhere? Can't hear you.
Durham, Chapel Hill. What is it? Orange County, Mebane.
So you help people in all across the state.
What is it? Hillsborough, like all these little it's all North Carolina. I mean, but this project is going to be East Durham. Yes, I'm going. We're gonna ride out East Durham.
But you won't turn anybody away.
Of course not. Look, not even the LGBT community. We with the girls too. Yes, we love y'all. Yes. Everybody, it's everybody human. It's all love.
Love that. We love that.
All right, well, stay on. I'm about to end this. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in to the MPL4 podcast.
Yes, Miss Mika Washington.
So now what I do? I just X out, or you told me stay on?